So welcome back. This is the, let me get the right words for this because I had to write it down so I would remember. The Christmas in July project collaboration that is hosted by Sweet Pea Papers and Lisa's Paper, Lace, and Bling. So my name is Dana and welcome back to my channel. I'm sorry, that's really bright over there, isn't it? The sun's coming in right there. So I have decided to make my December daily for this little project. And I had an intro video that I posted that kind of talked about what I was going to do and all the papers and everything. And I have kind of changed my mind a little bit, not fully, but a little. So I did cut all the papers down, and I will add more papers other than these, but I cut all the papers down. So they're all about 8 1/4 by 8 1/4 is what they are. So they'll be a little bit less than 8 or 4 1/4, which is the width of this album, 4 1/4 by 8 1/2, I think is what it's supposed to be. So, or 8 1/4 maybe. So I've cut all the papers down. But they're all 8 1/4 by 8 1/4. And then I had this file folder. And so what I did, at first I scored it here and I thought that I would do it this way. And then after looking at it, I decided I didn't really like that. So what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to do it this way. Geez, I don't really think I can get rid of this sun, which is kind of annoying, but and I can't really move my desk. So I'll work around it. What I did, so this is the regular spine of the file folder. So I just opened that all the way up, and that way it'll give me a little bit of room to grow, because we all need a little room to grow in our journals, don't we? So the height of this is a little more than 8. It's 8 3/8. So 8 3/8 this way. And then this way, what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold these in this way, or I might fold this one out. I haven't decided yet, and make it like a flip. And then this one, though, I'm definitely going to fold in. So this one will definitely be folded in. So it'll be a flip or a tuck or something. And I might cut it and then put the tab somewhere else. So still playing with it in my head. But I wanted to show you the way that I'm going to make this journal be sturdier. Because again, this is just a file folder, and not that file folders aren't sturdy enough, but I think I want this to have a little bit of body to it. So a while ago I bought these, and I don't think I have a whole one to show you because I've already cut this one apart, but these are like whiteboards. I got them at like the dollar store. So they're like a whole sheet, like I've cut a bunch of it apart. So let's see, there's the E. There's the F and the G. So that's how long it is, give or take. Okay. So these 3 pieces I'm not using. I might use them for something else, but so this is the cover and the spine. So I'm just going to open this up and I'm going to glue this one into the spine right here. And I am going to use Fabri-Tac for this, I think, just to, one, because it's scoopy and it works, and I know it's going to work. And it's going to come out the way I want it to come out. I'm just going to use my finger. I have a cloth down here I'll just use to wipe it off. That way I can get it all the way to the edge for sure. Okay. So I'm just going to stick this into there. And there's a little bit of a gap on each side. And I don't know if you can see that. I'll hold this up so you can see this. So there's a little bit of gap here and here between this spine. So when it folds, geez, that other one folds really nicely because that's the original fold. But you can see, oh, let me scooch this back. That's the other thing I do like about Fabri-Tac. It gives you a little bit of wiggle room. A little bit, not a ton. But if you mess up, you got a little bit of time. Okay, so you can see, oh, I hit the camera, sorry. You can see there's a little bit of gap on each side. You want a little bit of a gap on each side because when you fold this up, you don't want it all the way up against that. You want a little bit of give right there. Just have a little bit. But these I'm actually going to put right up against that edge. So these I'm going to glue on like this. So they're going to be on there, glued on like that. Okay. And then this can fold over and cover this side. And I'm going to cut off the difference here. I'll figure out what that is. Cut that off. And this one can fold over too. But actually, I don't think I will do that. I think I'm still going to use this as a flap. I'll just cover the inside of this with something else, black cardstock or something. I have a ton of black cardstock. So I'm going to glue these, get my trusty dusty canceled credit card because that's my favorite thing to use. So this is like, sometimes I feel this is like using like a hot glue gun. Like it's stringy like that. It reminds me of that. So you want to try to get it all the way to the edge as much as possible. If you need to reach up underneath, that's why I have the little ones with the little nozzle on it, the little pointy metal piece, because that helps you get up underneath when you need to get some more glue up in there. Okay, then we'll do the other side over here. Try not to put that in the sun. That is so bright. I am so sorry. Didn't realize, but I have like finite time to actually record. And I gotta make do with the time that I have. Also, if you do not have them, if you don't have any, like, they're not baby wipes, they're like sanitizing hand wipes. If you don't have any of those, just go buy one pack. They are so great to take this glue off of your desk, your mat, your glass mat, your plastic mat, whatever mat, your cutting mat, whatever mat you happen to have. They're really great for that. So I think what I'm going to do is just cut 2 pieces of cardstock to go here, just to cover it. So I have it. And then this I will use as some kind of a flip, and this I will use as a flip. See, I've got a little bit of a gap here. So I'm just going to use my little one here and then get up underneath there and I'm going to pull this out of camera view right now because I need to be able to see, and I can't see close up very well because I need new glasses. I need to go to the eye doctor. I have an eye doctor appointment in it's not till September though, so my eye doctor's super popular and everybody loves him. So trying to get into him in a timely manner is really kind of a pain. So I'm one of those close up, you know, read my phone with my glasses off kind of thing. It's like, it's not good. It's not good. It's bad. But, you know, you do what you got to do, right? Okay. So that's good, I think. And I'll check this again once it dries. Once it's really dry, I'll check it again just to make sure, like, I got all the edges. Just to go back in and get, you know, even if I have to just slide this little metal piece underneath, just get all those edges, especially corners. Corners are probably the trickiest thing. I'm not, sometimes I've covered these, you know, cover them with cardstock where you cut the corners and you fold the edges under and you glue them. I've done that, but I'm not going to do that with this. I don't think I need that. And this will probably end up being, a hidden spine, I think. I don't know. But I like how that closes. It just closes so nice like that. Okay. So, yeah, and I partially did this too, because I had scored these lines right here, because when I was going to use it this way, I'd scored these lines, and I wanted something that was going to make it more sturdy. So once I used it, these lines weren't going to impact the journal, and it probably wouldn't once you got everything in there and you got it all, you know, all bundled up and taken care of. But, you know, sometimes it's you don't know. You want to make sure you've got everything taken care of. Everything covered, all your bases covered kind of thing. Okay, I lost the other little top to my glue bottle, so I will have to find one. Okay, put the lid on this, because sometimes this glue, it's not so bad on this top, because when it's open like that, it doesn't tend to squish out as much. But when you've got a smaller nozzle on it, like this one, these kind of twist off, these little smaller nozzles, they just come out all the time. You could have no glue in there and that stuff oozes out. I don't even know what that's made out of. That's the weirdest glue. Okay. So I am going to find my black cardstock. It's down here under my desk, and I am going to, I gotta move a couple things to get to it. So excuse me for a minute. I just saw it, so while I was down here digging for something else. So I'm also trying to decide what else I'm going to put in here as far as like other pieces in this. So, you know, envelope, a bag, a doily, you know, all the little pretty things, right? So that's the other thing I'm kind of trying to decide what I'm going to put in to my in with the pages, so it's not just pages, because otherwise this is just pages. And I think there are, not sure, let's see, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 11, 12, 13. So there's 14 pages, so 27. So that's definitely enough to do this for the most part. You know, I mean, what is there, 31 days in December, right? You know, I could probably use a couple more, and I do have some coffee dyed paper I can put in here, although a lot of the paper that I have looks coffee dyed because I just printed it that way. I printed some of these when I cut down these 12 by 12 sheets, so I cut this one down. It originally looked like, let me find what did I do with this? So it originally looked like that right there. This is the backing, the paper that goes inside the thing. So it originally looked like that. So I cut this one down so I still have that little tab in the corner because I thought that was cute. And the other one that I cut down, I cut it down, where is that one? It's right here. So this one I kind of cut out of the center. I still have geez, you're seeing my cord thing for my phone holder. Geez, I can't win today, can I? So I am so sorry. That's really annoying. I know. So this, this piece stayed on here, but I kind of cut this out of the middle of this, cause I just wanted the plain paper, and I actually really like the back of this too. But, I wanted a plainer piece that people could write on. And I also like it this way with this corner kind of piece. So I like that way. Ooh, a little sun behind the clouds. That's nice. So most of the other that I cut, I just kind of cut. I did cut this one right here with the Santa. It's got Santa with the Eiffel Tower, and then this up here. So I cut both of these pieces, and I cut one of them so I got that corner up there. I'll lay it down, maybe it's see. So it's got the sentiment up here with the birds and everything, and then I cut this one so it's got this big fat Santa and the Eiffel Tower. So I liked that. What I am going to do now, and I'm probably going to go do this off camera since this sun is getting kind of annoying at this point, is I'm going to cut cardstock to cover this and this. I am not going to, there's a giant ant on my table. Come on, Mr. Ant. Thank you. I am going to, I don't know if I'm going to glue it on yet because I'm probably going to have a hidden spine in here. So, I might, it'll just be a piece of cardstock that I sew through and glue to. But this way, I have something I can pull out from it. You know, I can pull the cardstock out, and so I might just cut the cardstock to cover the whole thing and score it where it needs to be scored in there. So then I have this that I can sew into and then glue the whole thing on. So I'll cut this down to size so it's the right size for this to cover it. And then I may go in with a little bit of black paint and just paint these edges. Once this is all dry, just paint all these edges, because that'll be a lot easier just to run, or maybe just run my black soot distress ink, just run it along the edge so it's black. So that might be easier to do than, than trying to cover the whole thing, you know, trying to do that. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to go ahead and cut this and cover it. Not cover it, go ahead and cut it and get it scored. So I will just score in there. So I'll cut it to size and then score it there and score it there so it's right. So that'll just be able to glue on when I'm ready to sew the signature in. So then I'll just sew the signature to this and it'll go straight in. So it will go, I don't know yet how I'm going to fold this. I might fold this all the way back. That might actually be really cute. Let's see, how far would this go if I folded this to that? That would give that a little bit more than I probably want, because this one's not going to go back that far. And this glue's kind of popping right now because it's not fully dry, which is not good. But see, that one's not going to go all over. That one's going to go more back. So this edge would stick up. So I need to actually score those and get them folded really nicely. Not fold them like all janky. Don't be janky. Or I may just cut this off and hinge it on somehow. I'm not sure yet. That might be a better thing, because then I could trim it right there and just hinge it on. And I do think I'm going to fold that one in, though. I do. I'm not sure yet. I'm still thinking. I'm still in determination. So, and then I'm going to use this to cover the outside. So this will cover the outside of this. So this will be the outside of this journal. So I will cut that down just to cover that outside. So I think I will work on this a little bit, and then I will come back and kind of show you where we are, and get to the next part of this. So, I hope this is making sense and this is not too confusing. If it is, please, send me a message and say, Deanna, what the heck are you talking about? You're not making any sense. And I will try to make some sense of my own craziness. So I hope that makes sense. I'm still trying to figure it all out myself. Excuse me. So probably when I come back, I will have this all ready and done, and then I'll just show you what I did, and I'll have all the signatures in and everything in, and then we'll start making something. So I want to try to do at least 3 videos with different elements to go in here. So we'll do 3 different videos of elements. So I'll come back. I'll probably just add it on to the end of this video. So I'll come back at the end of this video. So it'll be one long video, with the whole journal already put together, and then we'll go from there. Okay. So, I will be back in just a little bit. Hi guys, I'm back. So here is the, what I came up with basically. So I, took the flap that was out here. I was going to make it into a flap, the extra piece, but what I decided to do is just cut it off, and I just glued it on and made it a pocket. So there's a pocket here. Oops, sorry. So there's a pocket here. Geez, if I could get my finger in there. So there's a pocket there. And then the piece that was on the back, I cut off and I made gussets, and so there's a pocket there. So there's a pocket on the front and a pocket on the back. So this one's pretty tight, so I don't think there's going to be a lot that will fit in there necessarily, but you know, you could slide a tag or a little folded piece of paper for journaling or something in there. And then I did cover it with that, I don't know, fake leather. It's like, it's kind of suede-y. It feels a little bit like suede, a little bit. And then I covered the front and back with that. And then inside I covered this pocket, inside. And then here I just covered, just the top right here. So there's you know, it wasn't just black. And then I put some ribbon and some lace on here. I'm gonna tack this down a little bit with some Fabri-Tac, so the lace is tacked down a little bit better. It's poking up too much for me. And I just took a little border here that was on the paper and just made a little border strip underneath there. And this was a card that was on in the paper pack. And then I took one of these little tickets, and I just, I had some stickers. I think they're from Simple Stories. And so I just put these little stickers right here that say 2022. So that's it. And then inside I covered the front and back covers, and I wrapped the lace all the way around. I will say that was first time I've ever done that. Slightly hard because it gapped right here, so I really had to get some glue in there and push that down so when it closes it didn't like gap and pop up and cause it not to close well. It still doesn't close super great. I mean, it's a little alligator mouth and there's nothing in it yet. But I am going to put a tie around it. So I think that will help over time. It'll help keep it closed. And then what I did was I realized when I first counted the papers that I had 14, and I said, oh, that's 28. Well, I forgot I was folding them in half. And I will be the first to admit that math is not my strong suit. So I just took 7 of them, and then I added 1 piece of coffee dyed paper in here. So now there are 8 pieces of paper times 4, because there are 4 sides, 1, 2, 3, 4. So there are 32 pages in here now. So I figured that is plenty of pages for my December daily. And I will go ahead and there's plenty of plain ones that can be used for writing too, but I'm gonna go ahead and start decorating this. So I'll in the next few videos we'll do some things to decorate this with, but I just wanted to come back really quickly and show you what I did here. I also decided that since I have a second set of pages, I'm gonna make another one that's just like that, just like this. So I'm gonna make 2 of them, and I may put it up on my Etsy, or I may actually do a giveaway. I don't have a lot of subscribers yet, but so it would be pretty good for people to win. But so I'm still thinking about what I'm going to do with that. So I have a whole nother set of pages, and I've already started making another cover that will be similar but different than this one a little bit. It'll be a little bit different. So that's it for today for the first one. I will come back and we'll start making some things for the inside of this. Some pockets, and I have a couple of interesting things that I want to make in here. I think that will kind of make it interesting and slightly, maybe a little more interactive. And that's it. But I actually like how it turned out so far. I like the size, and I like the colors, and I think it's gonna be really cute when it's done. So that's it for today. Thanks for hanging out with me, and I will see you all soon. Bye bye.